Really looking forward to this one. I've got Terry O'Connor for company. Delighted to say in the commentary box, this is going to be a massive test for both sides. Both unbeaten, both 2 from 2. Something's got to give.
Yeah, it has. And you look at this Toronto side, they're full of experience. Last few years, they've had some big-name players that have signed for the club. And for Widnes, it's a big test for them today. They've had 2 impressive wins over Halifax and Toulouse, and they're missing some key players. But you look at the 19-man squad that went out there. There's 12 of those lads that have come through the system. They're up against a team that's littered with stars from this side of the world and the other. And if you look at the likes of John Wilkin and Joe Mellor that signed for them, that's hopefully going to help their push their thinking to get them into Super League. Ashton Sims up front. The packs, I think that's where the key is. 2 physical packs. And I'd imagine that Widnes would fancy the chances, and they'll try and target this Toronto side early on, go for them up front. A lot of talent, a lot of youngsters, give them the opportunity because of some injuries, and it's going to be interesting to see how they handle this big stage.
High noon, back home in Toronto. Before we get things underway, we're going to hear both national anthems sung by Meg Balderson. All set for a titanic tussle here at Kingston Park. Toronto, Newcastle winners last year in the Magic Weekend. Widnes, 1 win from 4 Magic visits. And Liam Moore is the man in the middle for this one.
Where you going, mate?
Toughest test for Toronto so far. The Widnes Vikings side that dropped out of Super League last year.
Yeah, mate, that's okay. We're on Sky, mate.
They hit the Hornets for 50 last week after edging out a determined York side first up. As for Widnes, they followed up a comprehensive home win over Halifax with victory in Toulouse. That was an impressive result last weekend. And this should be very special. And Toronto, in the shape of Blake Wallace, will take the restart, and Ashton Sims puts the shoulder in first up.
They've got to get straight into the game here. Then they can't wait for the game to find them. Gadwin Springer, Ashton Sims, 2 good go-forward players in this Toronto side, and the speed that they've got and the skill out wide, and that man carrying the ball, he could be key for Toronto, not just in this game, but for the season.
That was John Wilkin. Gadwin Springer again. Taken down by Harrison Hansen. Here is Ashton Sims now, and Sims into the tackle of Liam Hood.
Both of the props carried the ball twice in this set. You can see the meters that they gain is very valuable.
You're off, John.
Blake Wallace puts the high kick up. First test for Jack Owens. Deals with that really impressively.
One. Move. Hold
He's
it
brought a
steady.
lot of professionalism back to the club.
Go
Jack
on.
Owens made his debut as a 16-year-old against Siddle. And then he left the club, went to Saints, spent some time at Lee as well.
Two. Move, John. Hold.
Here's a player to watch, the man who's behind the acting half pass.
Go two.
Ollie Ashall-Bott it is, who spotted some space on that short side, wrapped up by Wilkin.
Three. Move now.
Bryan in there as well.
Hold.
Real talent in this Viking
Go
side.
three.
Stacked on that right, and Anthony Gelling almost slips the net.
Ben, isn't that a big battle?
Go
Gelling
four.
against Latelli.
Two huge stars in opposition. That's a good ball though to find Tangata.
Five.
Wrapped up
Move
by
Gadwin.
Springer.
Hold
This is the
that
last
set.
one. Widnes
Go
looking
five.
dangerous early on, inside the opening minute and a half. Kick
Go
is
five.
cross-field. Finds
Hand
touch
over.
though. A good
Hand over.
attacking set for Widnes.
On the 10, boys.
First up.
Well,
Last
nice
tackle,
little
hand
play
over.
at the line to get
Wait for me, Adam.
Tangata through.
Boys, 10 metres.
Ashall-Bott goes
With me.
up,
Come on.
he makes the mistake. And the
Good.
kick from Danny Craven can kick from either foot, really. And you can see the Widnes trying to fire
One.
into their opponents.
Move.
Again, getting to his
Go
feet
on,
quickly
all the way,
here,
come
Dixon.
on.
You can see when Joe Mellor goes in, any little half or outside backs get in behind dummy half, they're going to run you. Markers have got to be
Go two.
aware.
Mellor plays the ball from McCrone, and Gadwin Springer just holds on in the teeth of Tangata's tackle.
Move, Chris, all the way. Hold. Go free.
McCrone again, now Wilkin. Back for Wallace. And O'Brien, this is good from Toronto. Look at Latelli, Matty Russell.
We saw the tries that Matty Russell scored early on in the season. It's all because the back of what Latelli's doing. He attracts players, he releases that ball.
Offload from Sims, bounces, Mellor collects. Little tiny bit of hesitancy there. We've still got possession. This is the last one for the Wolfpack. Comes back for Wallace. Again puts boot to ball. Good play from Ryan Ince. Again the tacklers immediately upon him though.
The powerful youngster was safe under that ball, and he knew that he was going to be under some pressure from Alberson and John Wilkin. As Christine now tries to come up with a captain's knock to get this ball forward.
Christine, the skipper, tried at the Lamport Stadium in that qualifiers defeat to Toronto.
And bringing Tom Alberson on so early in the game is a problem already with Toronto.
Big blow for Brian McDermott inside the opening 3.5 minutes here.
Well, that's what Gadwin Springer brings to you. So enthusiastic, getting off the line, looking to intimidate his opponents.
Play the ball, go, five. We stand up and play the ball. You've not got into
Central,
them.
that's a great ball as well. Great play from Widnes here. Christine kicks on. It's going to test Gareth O'Brien. He's collected the ball, but Gelling immediately there. They're putting the pressure on in defence here, Widnes. Now they'll hunt the mistake. Here we go with Joe Lyons with a tackle first up.
It was a brave play as well, running it on the last tackle. Then all of a sudden Jack Owens spots some space behind. Not afraid to run that ball. Good signs early on from the Vikings.
Nowhere for Adam Hickson to go either.
Go free.
Making too many metres forward. Said this would be their toughest test so far.
Move back up, Liam. Hold. Go four.
That's McCrone.
Five. Move
Into
back in
Hansen's
the
tackle.
graph. Hold. Go
This is
five.
the last one. Mellor. And goes that ball downfield. Still bouncing awkwardly first for Owens, and then picked up by Ryan Ince. That gives the tacklers the time to get there. In effect,
Move.
tackle there.
Struggle for metres then. Toronto to clear the line. But the kick bouncing on the floor. A Widnes player not picking it up cleanly. Just let the Toronto side gain some more valuable metres.
Costing things territorially, the Vikings. This is good though from Toronto.
Move back up, Gadwin. Hold.
Two in the
Go
tackle
free,
there.
well done, mate.
Gary Wheeler
Good
among
response,
them.
Gadwin.
Trying to cross the halfway line now in the shape
Move. Back John. Go four.
for Luluai. Now Lyons. That's Christine. Wallace combines with Alberson.
Release
Him,
far,
Wilkin in there as well. Last one coming up for the Vikings. Craven hoists it cross-field. Really good take from Gareth O'Brien. His eyes on it all the way. Three in the tackle though.
This is a clever player, isn't he? Gareth O'Brien actually started his junior rugby playing at Hulton Farm and Hornets in Widnes. Talented player at the back, controls an awful lot, gets underneath that ball even though he knows he's under some pressure.
You're in the row, you're not having two in a row.
Penalty goes Toronto's way.
Young Keenan Brand just caught on the wrong side of the play. The ball gives the penalty away. They need to make sure that they are disciplined. A lunging tackle from Brandon, then all of a sudden he gets caught on the wrong side of the play of the ball. And the referee Liam awards the penalty to Toronto.
Christian Sims first up for the Wolfpack. Into the tackle of Harrison Hansen and Tangata there. Now Wilkin. Gadwin Springer. It's the shoulder of Christine.
Move, Chris! Hold! Go to.
Downstairs was Liam Hood. Good ball for Mellor, and that's a good ball as well for Dixon.
Move, Danny! Back, Liam! Hold!
Really compelling contest developing.
Go free, Liam, you're off, Liam! Okay,
Wilkin. Space for Wallace initially. Good tackle coming in from Luluai Lyons. Shut the door.
Go for.
No, Brian. This clever kick, and they're going to have to watch this. Ryan does exactly that. Good defence from the youngster.
Well, what Toronto have got, they've got a couple of half-backs who like to attack the line. And then if they've been caught up, any players at the back end of the set, they've got this man, Gareth O'Brien, who can come up, get a decent kick and get the correct weight on, that then puts pressure on the winger, and it was Ryan Ince did well to get that. He was under some pressure himself from Ricky Latelli.
Ryan Ince scored it in Toulouse last week.
10 seconds.
Hat-trick
Let's go then, Danny. Let's
in the opening victory over Halifax.
Shot clock off.
Here's Springer.
One. Move.
Into the tackle of Christine.
Hold. Go on. Good.
Sims into Wild tackle.
They've started well, Sims and Springer. They've certainly led the challenge to this Viking side.
Go to. Hey, these rocks, Liam, come on.
O'Brien.
Good read from Keenan Brown to come down and shut Gareth O'Brien down there.
Still tackles in the back though for Toronto. They're in a really good position as well. Gadwin Springer. The tackle of Christine.
Back your jaw. Hold, Liam. You're off again, Liam.
That's McCrone. Now Wallace. Mellor. Through the tackle of Lyons there. From on downstairs.
Go 5.
Wallace. Good kick, and Craven with work to do. Gets the right side of the line there.
Well, he did ever so well then, because they could see where that kick was going. They could see that there was going to be some pressure, but again, it's some hard work that's needed here from the Vikings. Danny Craven did ever so well to get back in the field of play. Really tough encounter.
Go 3. 4.
This is Anthony Gelling for the Vikings.
Go 4.
You see they just need a couple of quick plays here, don't they? The Vikings, they've been under some pressure. The outside backs are coming in, trying to help some of the bigger men out who've been asked to do an awful lot of work defensively.
Craven. The kick comes in. It's a central one. O'Brien has it after a bounce, and now Russell, the danger man, can't get through the green wall, though, led by Luluai.
Go on, better.
And what Widnes can't do is go away from that kick long and chase really hard. Try and control the go forward from the back 3 from Toronto.
Go 2.
This is Latelli.
3.
Move for company.
10 metres. Go 3.
That was Wilkin.
4. Move, Chris. Back.
Orbison.
Go 4.
Wallace.
It's okay.
Here is Mellor.
Okay.
It's Wheeler. Good tackle though, coming in from Keenan Brown.
Hold that in. Go 5.
Last one.
Still 5.
Pass eludes Mellor. Another option in Wilkin. He goes high. Again, Ryan Ince equal to it though. He's been impressive in his opening 10 minutes or so.
Didn't he do well? And he's got a big frame on him, and he didn't take his eyes off the ball. Whether he takes a bump in the air, he's very confident when he goes up for this ball that he's going to come down with it. Ashore Bot coming from one side of the field to the other. They get themselves a penalty. Toronto, the ref trying to work with the players, and he's saying that you've got to make sure you back the 10, you've got to get with us. They give that penalty away, and relieving penalty as well from Liam Moore.
been a relentless pace, though, this opening 10.5 minutes. Two teams that really want these 2 points. They really want to continue their unbeaten start, their perfect starts. Everything on the line at Kingston Park.
Well, both of them will want to be disciplined. Both will want to get through the set to 6 and make sure that they turn the ball over on their terms, play it tough when it needs to be. If they see something early, go early. They really like the look of this short side on the right. I think they're lining up Christine as many times as they can on Blake Wallace.
Dean plays it for Hood. Now Lyons. Danny Craven now. This cut-out ball. And it's Hickson who gets a hand to it.
And he had to as well, but if he didn't get a hand to that ball then, I'm sure the youngster, Ashall Bott, would be in for a try. Look, Jack Owens, he fixes. He knows exactly what he's doing. Adam Hickson has got a decision to make. Does he come in? Does he get caught between two? If Bott gets that ball, that's a try.
Yeah, mate, is that, Matt, boys?
Important contribution from Adam Hickson.
Just need an extra step on the 10. Let's keep on working with me.
So Toronto, after 8 seasons at Lee, club which Kieran Patil has so much history. With the
10 seconds, boys. Just wait for me, please, Joe, before you put it in. Hands over. Shot clock off. Out.
Great opportunity then for the Vikings. Jack Owens first up, trying to evade all this.
Move all the way, Josh. Hold. Go, 1. Good.
Gelling for Craven. Back on the inside for Lulu. Just crashes into that defensive wall.
Hold.
Crone with the tackle. Joe Lyons. Might be something here. Short ball. The ball goes to ground. They've still got it though. And Ashall Bott will pick up. Referee though has seen an infringement there and confirms a knock on. And Toronto do enough under big witness pressure.
Some good defence from the Toronto side. A couple of players just were biting in. Gary Wheeler then knew exactly when he goes in, he's got to make sure that there's some win for his teammates, and you could see the amount of white shirts just kept on turning up for each other, hunting in numbers, an awful lot of energy near their own line. But Widnes are in the right field position where they want to be.
Championship's top 4 head-to-head this weekend. Sheffield beat Radford last night. Nothing to choose between these two. Matty Russell into Christine's tackle. McCrone. Darcy Lussick. Dean who's clinging on. That's good meters though after contact. And a quick play the ball as well. Get it off thrown away. Liam Hood all over it.
Couple of changes early on in this game. Just 13 minutes gone and Toronto have already made 2 substitutions.
Been a blistering pace so far.
Move, Danny! Play ball. Go 5.
Mella. Hoisted by Wilkin. More work for Ryan Ince. Let's put the ball down this time. This could be really costly. And it's Blake Wallace who's going to go in and punish the mistake. And Toronto hit the front first in Newcastle. He's been impressive under the high bomb, Ryan Ince, but he couldn't take that one. Just a couple of seconds later, Blake Wallace in for his first try in the Betfred Championship in 2019. And Toronto with the perfect start.
Well, he's dealt with everything at the back, Ryan Ince. And the one that probably where he wasn't under pressure and it didn't. Well, it looked as though it was going to be too easy for the youngster. You can see he just changes, doesn't get positioned underneath that ball. All of a sudden there's a late adjustment to try and get it. And it's that fumble there that just leads to the possession being handed to Blake Wallace, who goes in, gets the try, but the key to that in the build-up was John Wilkin. Another player who takes control, he kicks the belly of the ball, it goes everywhere in the earth, comes down, Ryan Ince couldn't get it, and Blake Wallace scores the try.
Blake Wallace with a crucial try in the qualifiers defeat of Widnes last September. He was the man of the match in that game and inflicts more misery on Widnes in 2019. Gareth O'Brien
1 minute 20, yeah, 110.
to punish his former club with 2 more points here. Quarter of an hour gone, and Toronto with a 6-point lead.
Well, that's the danger of Toronto. You think you've dealt with them in the set 6 when they've been carrying the ball and coming up with the plays. Then they get to a kick and you think, yeah, I mean, the wingman, he's got this at the back. Then there's a mistake, but you can see the shirts pushing forward and Blake Wallace picking up that and scoring the try. If you were Widnes and you were stood behind the sticks, you're thinking, right, come on, we've got this, lads. They've not broke us down. They've got us through a kick. We've got to keep on going blow for blow with them, trading our sets and see what we can come up with.
Toronto collect the ball from the restart. Darcy Lussick.
They've got a couple of hard hits, as like McGrath Luluai then, who went hunting. Liam Hood, another player who can hit. Harrison Hansen. Those three players in particular.
Tangata as well. Could play the ball for Matty Russell. On the back of this, Ashton Sims. Ward on his back.
Go for.
Now Mellon. Back for O'Brien. And Wheeler.
5. Move. Hold. Play it. Go 5.
Last chance for Toronto. Mellor almost wrapped up immediately, and that's great work there from Keenan Brand to shut that option down immediately.
Yeah, and Danny Craven as well. He was the first player who got out and just got in the eye line of Joe Mellor. And then Keenan Brand, the youngster, who showed up well on the left-hand side, was aware of where his former teammate was, and they come up with that tackle on the last play. You can see the meters that Toronto were getting early on in the set. Win a couple of plays, then all of a sudden it's easy then on the 4th and 5th play, and it's hard to handle.
2. Move back. Hold. Go 2.
And Tangata plays the ball. Ashton will pass for Harrison Hansen. Very happy.
Yeah, look forward.
Instead is Craven. Craven for Brand. Did well to grab that under real pressure there from Adam Hinkson.
Go 5.
Last one, Hood. In for Craven. O'Brien under no real pressure. Solid green wall though of Widnes Vikings.
Hold it.
Led by Harrison Hansen.
Go 1. Good Liam. 2.
Wheeler in attack.
Move back. Hold. Gone early. Middles go early. I spoke to them as well.
Toronto guilty of this before. You see that teams will always try and work on the first 3 plays to get off the line and try and slow the set down as much as they can. And then when you do that, it takes out the attacking threats like Mellor and Wallace and Gareth O'Brien, the back end of the set. A good field position here now for Gareth O'Brien and his teammates.
On you, go.
Mellor. Lussick.
1.
Hansen in there for the Vikings.
Go 1.
McCrone. Wilkin. Now it's Ashton Sims. Toronto hunting a second try.
Move back up, Adam.
Go to daylight. Here is Wilkin. That was Mellor. Lovely pass back on the inside for Andrew Dixon.
3. Move Sam. Goal line. Go 3.
With this defence holds McCrone. Now it's Wallace.
Surrender.
More good defence. Christine in there.
Go 4.
The Ashall bot. On the inside, Orbison. He would like to try against his former club. O'Brien with the kick. Craven takes no chances.
Massive set of 6 that from Liam Hood, the winger, the hooker, sorry, for Widnes.
No, mate, no.
Danny Craven comes up with that play, gets the ball off the field. Again, it's Gareth O'Brien with his short kicking game causing some problems. Another set of 6 that they've got to deal with here, but Liam Hood was absolutely everywhere, having to deal with the threats. The nice little turn-up plays, the push plays that this Toronto side can come up with. They've got an awful lot of decent attacking shape, and Danny Craven just taking his time here on the shot clock.
Shot clock off.
Here is Ashton Sims.
1.
Into the tackle of Hood.
Move. Hold it out. Chris, come on. Go 1.
Here is Darcy Lussick.
Good carry from Lussick, that getting over the advantage line, getting through the defensive line as well.
Go 2.
McCrone. Mellor. Miscommunication with John Wilkin. Frustration from the former St Helens captain. See it on his face.
John Wilkin thought he was going through as the lead runner. He thought the ball was going out the back, but it was the no-look pass from Joe Mellor. John Wilkin on it, expecting that play. You can see his arms weren't up, his hands weren't in front of him, and Joe Mellor, as soon as he throws that ball, he knows it's not the right pass to get away. They're very direct, this Toronto side, and when you look at the the danger men that they've got, with the likes of John Wilkin and Josh McCrone and Wallace and Mellor and O'Brien, there's 5 men there. When you're defending your own line, you've got to look where they are. Every one of them can get you on a play.
John Wilkin skippered St Helens to a magic weekend victory over Widnes in Newcastle last year, so happy memories of this city for him.
2, move 10 metres, hold Aston.
Move into the second quarter, just one try to choose between these two. Absorbing contest.
3,
Tangata.
move, hold Aston, hold.
Held by Dixon.
They look like they need some go forward here, the Vikings. So he's throwing the ball, trying to play outside of Toronto.
Hold here.
Keenan Brown with it, he plays the ball. It's wild.
Move all
Taken
the
by
way.
Wheeler.
Go 5. Danny Robinson.
Newman kick. Again, O'Brien safe under it.
Thanks, boys.
Higson launches the counter now. Bumps off Craven.
Good kick from Jack Owens. He's a big man, isn't he, Adam Higson? Very powerful at the back, along with this man, Matty Russell.
Move, hold.
Look at the way he just runs into line, bumps,
2.
sits Danny Craven down on the floor.
3, move back up edge. Hold. Go
Power in
3.
this Toronto attack. Wheeler played the ball, and Andrew Dixon, another big man, takes it forward
Move
now.
all the way edge. Come on. Hold. Go 4.
Sam Wild. McCrone's pass. Wilkin finds Wallace. It's really good from O'Brien, and Latelli has some space. He's got support from Russell on the outside as well. Gets up from Ashall Box. Initial tackle. There's a penalty coming.
Well, Anthony Gelling, he's the man who's penalised there for contact with the head on Ricky Latelli. He comes in, he jams in. Gelling, which enables this Toronto side to find that space out wide. And Latelli thought he was through, but young Joe Lyons comes up with the tackle, gets him the first time, then he jumps up, and it's Anthony Gelling that comes across here and gets him.
2 boys.
Penalties awarded, and Toronto taking the 2 points, knowing what a close game this is, a quick game it is as well.
Gareth O'Brien immediately signalling for the 2 points.
They shift the ball well, don't they? This Toronto side, they're always looking to attack. Any position of the field, Gareth O'Brien will call that play. He sits back and he can see players unfolding. And Latelli here, there's the little clip on the chin of Latelli from Gelling. That's why he's been penalised.
Chance then for Gareth O'Brien to put Toronto 2 scores clear. Those judges, there's going to be too much between these two at the end of this 80 minutes. These 2 points could be very important indeed. 2 more points for Gareth O'Brien, 2 for Toronto Wolfpack, and they lead by 8 points today.
He doesn't miss them. He is a man who will take the points, and the Canadian fans are happy, first of all, with the performance, and you can see everybody's getting involved. They love the rugby.
Behind him, boys.
Delighted with this start as well. Wallace who collects the restart, and now Ashton Sims rocked back by the tackle.
Turn around looking for an offload as well then. Ashton Sims. Are they trying to open up the players now? 24 minutes into it. It's been played at a decent pace. Widnes still not making any interchanges in the middle of the field.
Could be significant later on as Dixon slips the net. Andrew Dixon is away. Good tackle coming in from Jack Owens. Quick play the ball though. Trying to turn up the heat and attack now, Toronto Wolfpack and Ricky Latelli.
And the balance that he's got over on the left-hand side.
Go 4.
Good play, Latelli.
Sims.
5. Move back here. Hold. Go 5.
Last one. Mellor, crossfield. Higson's chasing this.
I'm down.
Really good take though.
Commanding take, wasn't it, from the youngster, Ashall Bott. Tries to get down straight away as soon as he catches that ball. Another youngster, Keenan Brand, now trying to work the ball away from his try line.
Time off, tackle 2.
Some young talent on show in this Vikings
Time
lineup.
off, just wait, just wait. Just wait. Just get him seen to first, please.
That's look, is there a problem here with Keenan Brand?
Just get him seen to.
He's got his hand up, he's saying that he's okay. Danny Craven just asking the question to the referee Liam Moore about, was that a crusher tackle?
Yeah, hang on, mate, first. Captain, please, Josh.
And when he goes down here, look at this. There it goes. He gets caught underneath Darcy Lussick.
Just due to the nature of the contact, I'm going to put the incident report, and then we're going to go with tackle 2. Okay, mate? Incident report, tackle 2. The incident on report is tackle 2.
On report,
that, please.
so they will take a look at that this week.
Tackle 2. Time back on 2.
Vikings continue. And it's the tackle of Christian Sims.
Hold. Go 3.
There's Ted Chapel.
I think he needed to change some of the forwards up front. And a big job early on. And the mistake. Talked before about respecting the position on the field where you're at and the ball as well.
All up, shot clock on.
And the mistake there from Lulawai.
Boys.
First of all, Harrison Hansen couldn't get it. Goes in front of him, and then
With
McGrath Lulawai wasn't expecting it. Some tired bodies in that pack, isn't there?
Actually, Liam Moore putting the shot clock on, though.
Time's over then, boys. Wait for me, please, Joe. Head in, Jack. Head in, Josh. Head in, Josh. Shot clock off. Out!
What Toronto do from this scrum, and Wallace first up into...
1. Move out today. Hold it. 5. Go 1.
Well, Olberson spinning into the tackle of Lyons.
2.
Still going.
Go 2. He's good.
The telly picks up eventually. Immediately has company, though.
That's in defence, wasn't it, from Joe Lyons there? To get the telly.
Go 3.
This now is Darcy Lussick.
4. Move. Back up, Danny. Hold. Go 4.
Wilkin. Good run. Mellor. Something here, perhaps. O'Brien and Wheeler. Great defence.
Move. Hold.
Good
Go
play
5.
the ball. O'Brien. Last one. Mellor. To kick in. It's easy, though.
1.
It's probably his worst kick, that one of the game. An easier kick to deal with, but you know, you look at John Wilkin, when he goes hard at the line, he fixes defenders, he gets defenders planting the feet. Joe Mellor kicks that ball through, tries to thread it through the defensive line. But good positioning from the hooker, Liam Hood.
Dean into the tackle of Sidlow and Olberson.
Go 3.
Some former Vikings in opposition there.
Okay now. 4.
Lulawai.
Stay down. Go 4.
That was Craven. Hansen, now Sam Wilde.
Yeah. 5. Move. Hold here. Hold. Go 5.
Liam Hood.
Play
Craven under real pressure. Soccer skills from Ashwell Bott.
This is back to 1 end.
Yeah, the referee's wiped the tackle count clean on the last.
Well, Danny Craven was under some pressure and from a Toronto player who played at that kick. That's why they get the ball back.
Go 1.
Another set of 6. You'd say as well, it's a set that they need.
Move. Back up. Hold.
See, Adam
Go
Sidlow
2.
was the man who was deemed to have played at that ball.
3. Move.
Ted Chapelhouse.
Hold it 10. Hold.
Under McCrone's
Go 3.
tackle. Craven, flat pass, Wild.
4. Move. Hold Adam. Hold.
Developed by
Go
Dixon.
4.
Craven, Harrison, Hansen.
He's pulling all the strings, isn't he, Danny Craven?
5. Move, John. Hold. Go 5.
That was Liam Hood.
Chasers.
Kick.
Full flat on 5.
Bouncing everywhere. Matty Russell could collect this. That could be dangerous.
Back to 1.
This is
Referee's wiped the tackle count clean again. Saying that Matty Russell played at that ball.
Joey Lyons didn't need to offload that ball, and I think he didn't know whether he was going to go into the touch. All that to do was take the tackle.
Move.
To panic offload, really. Matty Russell,
Go 1.
well, he kicks the ball forward. So Widnes another set of 6.
Hold.
Sustained pressure from the Vikings on this Toronto line.
Free. Move. Back up, Josh. Go free.
That was Liam Hood. Craven. Lyons. Owens. Ryan Ince. Still going on. He's put the ball down. Good tackle from O'Brien. Latelli in there as well.
Good build-up play though, wasn't it? From Widnes. Jack Owens linking up, gives the ball to Ryan Ince. The tackle from Gareth O'Brien comes in, he hits him, he dislodges the ball. But they've had 3 sets of 6 back-to-back, which has helped them get back in this game, get back that valuable field position. And when they have a chance, well, they're certainly taking. Any time that they're either side of the pitch, when they're 20 yards from the touchline, they will go that short side. They like the short side plays.
Heads in, boys. Heads down. Head in, Jack. Shot clock off.
And the danger man as far as Widnes are concerned. 4 tries so far already. Hickson.
Go away. 1. Move.
For Toronto.
Hold. Go 1.
Inside the last 10 minutes first half. Just 8 points the difference.
Move.
Strong run from Sidlow.
Hold. Go 2.
Was Harrison Hansen. The tackle, now Dixon. Craven in there, Sam Wilde in there.
Release.
Can't offload the ball.
Wait. Go free.
It's Wallace and Mellor spinning away from one. Keenan Brand comes back, makes the tackle, still moving forward though.
Good strength from Joe Mellor. Look at him still going forward.
4. Move a grab. Go 4.
Josh McCrone, nice pass from Sidlow. Now Wallace. That was Olberson and Latelli now. Latelli taking the one, he's got Russell outside him, and Russell gets possession. Nowhere to go though. They know just how dangerous the threat of Matty Russell is this Widnes side.
Go 5.
Wallace.
5. It's okay.
That was McCrone. Wheeler is lurking. O'Brien has it, puts a kick in. Ashall Bart's in the right place, but the ball's come free.
There's a problem there with Ashall Bart. Straight away, the youngster, he reacted.
Just take your time, let's just see.
And it looks like he's in some pain, doesn't he, the young lad?
Clearly injured, take your time here.
Have a little look here now. He picks the ball up. He's okay at that point. And he pick his knee up straight away, which is not a good sign. He's had some problems with his knee, the young lad. You can see it's his ankle, his knee, and he gets caught, and you can see, look, when he goes over there, his ankle, he gets stood on there by Adam Hickson. And the young man straight away is in pain. Obviously, it wasn't intentional from Adam Hickson. I'm sure the sideline will be hoping that this young lad's okay.
The ball actually goes back, so it's just going to be just short play. Let's just let him get it sorted first of all, mate, and then we'll deal with it.
That straight away goes up, apologises, say it wasn't intentional, it wasn't dirty. The young lad, Ashall Bott, he's an amazing talent. He's got a big future in the game. And that's contact sport for you, isn't it? You know, you play, you put your body on the line week after week. It's really tough what you've got to deal with. And he's trying to get up. He's trying to say to the physio that he's fine to continue.
Just trying to put the weight on that left leg.
And obviously you look at the benches, and most teams these days don't really carry the outside backs on the bench, and Widnes have gone with a hooker and 3 middlemen. So he's going to lead the field now, and then the team's going to have to readjust and move some players about.
The play is actually going to be held back here. That's worth.
Disappointing end for one of the brightest talents in the championship.
Both captains, please.
Ollie Ashall Bott.
Chris.
Ian Moore calling both the captains for a word.
Lads, again, just due to the nature of the contact, I'm going to put the incident on report and let match review look at it, OK? On report. It's going to be tackle 1
The second incident in this match goes on report.
There'll be nothing wrong with it. Just because of the nature of the injury, he's going to do that, but there'll be no problem there for Adam Hickson.
Anthony Gelling then for the Vikings. Going with the tackle. It was nice from Liam Hood, good urgency from him.
Good leader as well from Danny Craven to inject some pace into the attack then.
Hickson in defence again this time, alongside Wheeler.
Goal 4.
Hines turns the ball away.
5.
Looks like Christine's gone into the centre for Widnes.
That was Jay Chapel-Howe on from the substitutes bench. The kick is too long.
20.
Probably one of Widnes' most consistent players, Christine. He's gone into the centre over on the left-hand side. The youngster Keenan Brand then's gone into the wing position.
0. Move.
Matty Russell.
Hold. Goal 0.
Kept quiet so far.
High
Big
shot.
hit there on Latelli.
Yeah, Jay Chapel,
Boys, come on.
one of the tallest players in a Widnes Vikings shirt, puts his hand up, acknowledges that he made a mistake.
Behind him, boys.
Just onto the field now, obviously wants to make an impression. And see the lunge around the neck. Telly goes down.
On the foot. Go.
Latelli it is who plays the ball. Sidler.
1. Move. Hold in the ground.
Chapel-Howe in again.
Go 1. Quick and Jay.
That was John Wilkin. Now Lussick.
2. Move, Liam. Harrison. Go 2.
Mellor. Short ball. That's Wheeler. He's still going, Gary Wheeler. They need to get to it. Christine gets there eventually.
Goal line. Goal line. Goal 3.
Mellor. Raking pass. Wilkin. That's Wallace. Olberson spinning. Gets an entirely offload away. Surely got forward.
Yeah, the pressure from Anthony Gelling. Tom Olberson looking for a big game against his former club. Player of the year last year for the Vikings, Tom Olberson. He's a tremendous player. Big favourite of the fans last year at the Vikings. I'm not so sure they're going to be cheering him on today, though.
Over 50 appearances in the black and white of Widnes, as you see.
I'll let you know, he tells me in this 10 seconds, pal. Just wait for me, please, Joe. Heads in, Gareth. 10 seconds. OK, shot clock off. Out!
Gelling from the base of the scrum.
1.
And Widnes would love a try before the break.
Shot, hold.
5.5 or so to
Go
go.
1.
And not to concede as well in the final 5 minutes of the first half as well. They get an awful lot of confidence, I think, in the changing rooms. To go in and say that the try we've conceded was from mistake, our defence has been good. Toronto themselves, Brian McDermott, would be really pleased with the way that his team's performed.
4.
It's Ted Chapel-Howe.
Go 4.
Craven.
Outside.
O'Brien comfortable under that, gives it to Hickson.
You want to try and make it hard for the back three of Toronto, kick the ball behind them.
Hold.
You don't want them coming onto the ball and looking up and playing with their eyes of what's in front of them. You want them turning round and getting that ball on the retreat.
Move, Sam. Hold. Hold.
Dancing feet of Gary Wheeler.
Go 2.
McCrone. This is Matty Russell now.
3. Move back in range. Hold. Go 3.
Lussick. Typically strong run from him.
4. Move back. Hold.
2 spells at Manly, either side of a 3-year stint at Parramatta for Darcy Lussick, vastly experienced. Now Latelli evades one. Put the ball down. He's looking for Russell on that left-hand side as usual.
Well, Latelli again, he got rid of Anthony Gelling, didn't he? And he's got a really nice outline. When he catches that ball, he can spot Gelling coming in to try and get a shot on him.
Sure, to be honest.
He evades him, gets on the outside of him, uses his hand. And the youngster Ryan Ince comes up with a big play. If that ball goes out to Matty Russell, one of the quickest men on the pitch, that's a try.
Shot clock off.
Vital intervention from Ryan Ince. Toronto in a great position here.
1. Move, Chris. Hold. Go 1.
That was Mellor.
2. Move back it.
Sidlow.
Hold. Go 2.
Mellor again.
3. Move.
Christine,
In the line.
Christine spotted him now at the back, didn't he? Closed that play down.
Inside the last 3 minutes, Toronto hunting a second try. Hunting double figures at half-time.
Move. Hold. Go 4.
Orbison plays it. Andy Ackers. Adam Sidlow. Held up.
Held up, tackle 5. Releasing that.
They'll have one more
Tackle
chance
5
here,
on the
Toronto.
10. Got you on the 10, Adam. Tackle 5.
Danger player with Andy Ackers on for Josh McCrone.
5. Go.
Fresh player, fresh eyes.
That was Ackers and Wilkin. And now Dixon, can he get over? Scrambles to get the ball away. Knew it was the last one. Shut down by Widnes. They congratulate each other on an outstanding defensive effort again. But Toronto so dangerous in attack.
Yeah, there are so many threats. This is where they want to be. It's where they want to be attacking. And Widnes having to do it tough then. A couple of back-to-back sets that they had to come up with some big plays. That's a big shot on Ryan Hicks. Darcy Lussick comes up with it. You know as a player, when you nail somebody, you know when you sit someone down. And Darcy Lussick, like he hits him with absolutely everything. Where's the first contact? First contact's on the shoulder, that would have been okay, but it's then his left arm comes up around the face. That's the reason why he's been penalised. The first contact was hard, it was tough, and it really rocked the young lady.
That's what inflamed the Widnes players as well, and the Vikings contingent in this crowd. Penalty puts them on halfway.
1. Move. Hold. Go 1.
Some big hits coming now.
2.
Jay Chapelhow takes that one from Orbison.
Hold. Go 2.
Last set 6 now that they've got before half-time. Defending Toronto, unless they give a penalty away.
That was McGrath Luluai. Jay Chapelhow now.
4. Move. Hold here. Hold. Go 4.
Hood. Lyons. That's Craven.
Move. Hold, that's it. Hold. Go 5.
Kick. O'Brien's underneath it. Jack Owens put the kick in.
Stand. Hold it. Hold.
Good positioning yet again, wasn't it, from Gareth O'Brien at the back.
Being exemplary in that regard in this opening half.
Hold. Go 2. Good.
Toronto just looking to see this out to half-time with this 8-0 advantage.
Move back. Go 3.
Wilkin. It's Wallace.
4. Move. Hold. Hold. Go 4.
Orbison gets rid of a couple.
Move. Go 5.
And that's as the hooter goes. Owens has it for Widnes. This will be the last play.
Last play.
Support from Ryan Ince. Nowhere really for the winger to go. An absorbing first 40 comes to an end. We didn't think there'd be too much achieved between these two sides. And it's Toronto who lead at half-time. Just one try in it. Blake Wallace with the 4-pointer. That came on 14 minutes. Toronto have bossed things in territory and possession in truth, but Widnes have got themselves back into this game. O'Brien with 2 points for a penalty on 23 minutes. And Toronto bossing things at the break. They lead the Vikings at half-time by 8 points to 0.
Peugeot SUVs, a multi-award-winning range so impressive, there'll be one for you. The 2008 SUV, compact, stylish, and as comfortable in the city as it is in the mountains. The 3008 SUV, packed full of technology, agile on all grounds. The 5008 SUV, the large, ultra-flexible 7-seater built for adventure. Experience the multi-award-winning Peugeot SUV range now.
The Two Tasty deal from Domino's. 2 medium pizzas and 1 sumptuous side for only $19.99. Domino's, the official food of everything.
Phones are bad. Phones are
They'll end.
Life was better without phones? Really?
Pizza.
Kevin?
You see, phones are good. And they're even better on the best network for data. 3. Okay.
At WeBuyAnyCar.com, you could find out how much your car's worth in under 60 seconds. Enter your reg number now at WeBuyAnyCar.com.
Spend 2 minutes on Trussell to find out if you're paying too much for your mortgage for free.
Oh, nice.
Well done, Russell.
My name's Neil.
Trussell, the home of home ownership.
Oh, too late.
Your luck, son, suck. You're just in time.
Oh, thank you. Do you like tonic caramel logs?
Love them.
Connect to NordVPN. Help protect your privacy and enjoy advanced internet security. Download NordVPN now. 30-day money-back guarantee.
Stay in your comfort zone for even longer and get up to a 10-year guarantee on a smart Vaillant boiler. Find your local installer at vaillant.co.uk.
We are saying hello to 300 million patients a year. We're millions of fingers on thousands of keys. Emailing, booking and rebooking. We're under desks, in the wards and on top of everything. We're megabytes, down mega cables of mega importance. We're keeping cool, keeping the systems running that help keep every patient well. We are IT, we are support, and we are recruiting now. We are the NHS.
War is the greatest economic engine ever discovered. War makes money.
Whose side are you on?
Brand new. Das Boot. All episodes available now on Sky Atlantic.
Toronto's next assignment, a tough one. They go to Lee Centurions. That's next Sunday. You can see that live with us. Check your local listings. Lee against Toronto next weekend, next Sunday in the Betfred Championship. Tough assignment here too, as many good judges expected. And it's the Wolfpack who are ahead at half-time by 8 points to 0. Just one try between the sides. That came from Blake Wallace in the 14th minute. And Gareth O'Brien added the conversion and a penalty. Here's the highlights of that first half, Terry.
It was always going to be a big start, and I thought that the front rowers for Toronto really did take the game to the Vikings. Sims and Gadwin Springer, some couple of strong carries in the first set of 6. They both took a couple of carries each. You can see they're just rocking back the Vikings as they're trying to go into contact, try and slow them down. And because on the back of those strong carries, then all of a sudden John Wilkin gets a bit of space himself. And there was a good tackle from Gelling. But again, the front rowers are turning up. If you don't get off your line and you don't control those first couple of plays, you're going to struggle. And they've just been absolutely trying to turn into the Vikings, who've stood up as well. But on the right-hand side, they've really liked these short side players. Liam Hood faking to go one side, he goes down the other to Joe Lyons. Anthony Gelling looking to get his arm free to set Ryan Ince away. Again, you see, look at him just trying to bring his wingman into that play. Liam Hood, he seems to be key, and then all you need to do is push up in support, trying to get that shape, the attacking shape that you want. And Jack Owens, that was the last play, so running the play on the last play shows that you've got a bit of confidence about you. You just want someone to turn up in that next hole, attack some clear space. Jack Owens kicks the ball, then he knows he's got to get back downfield, because he knows that Toronto have got a fullback who can play and some wingers that can link up. when you've got a man with the quality of John Wilkin, the time that he has to kick this ball, he kicks the belly of the ball, and then all of a sudden it takes a wicked last movement in the earth, and the young winger Ryan Ince, who dealt with everything up to that point, you can see that he tries to get underneath it. He thinks he's there, then all of a sudden he just tries to adjust, but it's too late. And Blake Wallace, who's a runner of a ball, he knows exactly what he's got to do. And the technique that Wilkins got, we've saw him in Super League over the years. And that's the only time that Widnes' line has been broken in that first half. Good build-up play from Toronto to score the try, and they'll be happy with that. And Brian McDermott knows that that was a try that was needed. Again, they go to this left-hand side, and Latelli, well, he just gets the space done. He's got amazing strength and balance. Steps off his left foot, gets rid of Joe Lyons, who did well to get back. But the swinging out from Anthony Gelling on his opposite, he just clips him round the chin. Liam Moore straight away says, yep, we've got to award the penalty there. It was contact with the head. You can see that Gelling was caught out. He knows that he was probably at stake there. He gets back, and he comes up with that second effort, gives the penalty away. And Gareth O'Brien, well, knows that points might be hard to come by in this game. Kicks the 2 points to take Toronto out, 8 points in front. The Toronto fans will be happy with that. And then you look at the right edge of Widnes, Joe Lyons and Craven linking up. That's a good ball as well, wasn't it, from Jack Owens? But good defence from the fullback in the #1 shirt for Toronto, Gareth O'Brien. He's got a big man coming at him, the big athletic frame of Ryan Ince. Said before, he's got some power, but he hits underneath the ball and dislodges it. Makes the really good first half, though, Ben.
And just 8 points between the two.
You look, it's all about completion rate, isn't it? Toronto just edging that with just 3 mistakes in that first half. Widnes are competing, the tackles made, Widnes doing an awful lot more. And the amazing stat for Toronto, they haven't missed a tackle. Well, fair play to Widnes, even though they've been under some pressure, they've only missed 3. So you can see that in the next half, it's going to be outstanding. Ben, you've got to cut down on those penalties, and Toronto know that with the position that they're at now, they'll be hoping to push forward, but you're going to have to get rid of this Widnes Viking side. They look determined.
Toronto managed to down the Vikings last year in the qualifiers. That ended a 7-year stay in Super League for Widnes, and they're ahead at the break here in Newcastle. Just 1 try between the sides, 8 points the difference. Toronto Wolfpack, they're happier at half-time. Blake Wallace has tried the difference at the break. Toronto lead by 8 points to 0.
Dulux Easy Care with hard-wearing formula. Stays the way you painted it. Now available for the bathroom and kitchen. Dulux Easy Care with hard-wearing formula. Stays the way you painted it.
The 2 tasty deal from Domino's. 2 medium pizzas and 1 sumptuous side for only $19.99. Domino's, the official food of everything.
Everything about our family is insane. Nice to see nothing's changed. The apocalypse is in 8 days.
We need the full force of the Academy.
Bingo.
Get up, we're going.
Where?
Save the world.
Oh, is that all?
I love these wee Kirsty because they are totally perfect.
Why is that, Grandad?
Well, there's nothing to add, it's all just there. I can't think of anything else that makes me feel this happy.
What about Grandma?
Aye, there's always Grandma. Oh!
Tonic snowballs. Perfect happiness.
Vauxhall Crosslandettes. Less raw. Get real.
Bright Sun Travel launched a competition to discover why you love flying with British Airways. Here's one of the winning entries.
Being in a relationship is great.
But it's hard when we're 3,000 miles apart.
British Airways makes long distance
feel like no distance.
We're also filmmakers.
So LA is our #1 destination.
Fly to over 200 destinations worldwide. To book your next holiday flying with British Airways, call Bright Sun Travel on 0208 819 1123. At all protected.
Phones are bad. Phones are
Life was better without phones? Really?
Eat this apple, for it is delicious.
So good.
What?
You see, phones are good. And they're even better on the best network for data. 3. Okay.
Good to see you, John. My husband is joining me here tomorrow. I will give you $10 million to take him out on your boat, then drop him in the ocean for the sharks.
I just got so many holes in my memory. I don't even remember how the hell I got here. Sometimes we do bad things for good reasons.
You're not right in your mind.
Serenity, in cinemas and on Sky Cinema March 1st.
Next up for Toronto, Elise Centurion side. They beat 3 times in 2018. You can see that live with us. Check your local listings. Next Sunday, February the 24th, Leigh against Toronto, the next match in the Betfred Championship. Half-time here at Kingston Park in Newcastle. And Toronto lead former Leigh coach Kieran Patel's Widnes Vikings by 8 points to 0. Blake Wallace with the only try in that first 40. Gareth O'Brien with 2 goals as well. And Toronto only conceded 1 try now in 2.5 matches. From Adam Lawton, an ex-Widnes man, only man to break that Toronto defence in 200 minutes. Terry, how do you see this one going in the second half?
It's in the balance, Ben. And that's not sitting on the fence, but you look at the way both sides have played, and Toronto scoring that try from the mistake that the Vikings made. Both sides looking to break each other down. So before that, you look at what Widnes are doing. They're going down the short side. They're trying to set their outside backs, likes of Anthony Gelling free, out on the edges. Obviously losing Ashall Bott's going to affect them, affect the interchange on the bench. But with Danny Craven, I think that he is pulling all the strings, him. He's been doing an awful lot in attack, in defence. And Phil Finney, who's the head of youth down at the Vikings, says that he's one of the most underrated players that he thinks that's knocking around the game. He's a talented player, can kick on with either foot, very competitive. And the Vikings now know that they need to start well. And John Wilkin looks in a confident mood, but they do know that they're in a battle here. They need a positive opening 15-20 minutes, try to put the Vikings to bed, but for the Vikings, they've just got to match this talented Toronto side, go set for set with them, and make sure that they don't let them dictate the speed of the game.
Apologies for any language you might have heard there as Toronto take the field for this second half. Canadian flags held high. Impressed with that first 40 for the Wolfpack. 8 points to 0. Blake Wallace, the scorer, his first try since the defeat of Widnes in the qualifiers in September.
Okay,
struck again against Kieran Patel's men. O'Brien then gets us underway in this second period. Widnes need to get on the board.
Need a big power set here. Ted Chapello, and look at him fighting, not trying to give up his legs to go down and be dominated by Dixon and Sidlow.
You've caused that ball carrier.
Looking in the tackle there.
Sam Wilder's been impressive as well. Early season. Made the mistake though, just put the mockers on him, Ben. Man who played in the 2016 Grand Final at Old Trafford for Warrington. You can see as he's going to get up to play the ball, he loses possession. That's not the start that the Vikings would have wanted or needed in this second half.
Immediately,
Okay,
Toronto
boys.
then with the
Straight
initiative
for me, please, Joe.
in this second period.
Hands over then. And in, Jack. Okay, Joe.
Already winners
Shot
over
clock off. Out!
Rochdale and York. It's a tougher test so far.
One. Move on to there. Hold
Telly.
here. Hold here.
Gelling with the tackle.
Go, one, good.
O'Brien. It was Wallace with the pass and Olberson.
Good line speed that from the Vikings, tackling Olberson behind the advantage line.
Goal 2.
Wilkin for Sidlow this time. Good run from him, great offload as well. Could be something here perhaps. And that's Andy Ackers. Andy Ackers gets a brilliant ball away and Darcy Lussick could be over here.
Great offload from Sidlow.
Move short. Short.
Lussick inches away.
He sets Ackle through. Goal 3.
Ackers. Now Wilkin. So close.
Move goal line. Hold. Goal 4.
Ackers. Mellor trying to skip away. Mellor coming the other way. Mellor coming back.
We're worried that danger. They know he's got a decent show and go, Joe Mellor.
Hold. Goal 5.
Last one. Ackers. Over the top from O'Brien. Not the best pass. It was into touch and Widnes managed to see off the threat.
Was it Christine? Does he make a play for that ball? When the ball goes to the right-hand side, you can see that Christine, he's coming.
All up, shot clock.
Trying to close the play down. He's got eyes for the man who's got the ball. Wheeler was outside him. And look how close Lussick goes here.
10 when there's 10 seconds.
There was good play, and Lussick, he was saying that he gets over the line, and I think he does, Darcy Lussick.
Surrender!
No video ref in these matches.
Goal 1.
This is Wallace. Olberson. Wrapped up by Owens. Lula in there as well.
Goal 2.
Ackers. That was Wilkin. More width from him, and Mellor picks out Wheeler, and Wheeler through, and then ball goes free.
Knock on.
Big opportunity there for the Wolfpack.
Well, they did everything right then.
Time off.
The Wolfpack, they had the numbers, they run those nice attacking lines that they do. Danny Craven comes out of the line. I think Danny Craven might have took a real bad head knock then. Gary Wheeler, he's got good footwork and strength. Man who can cover an awful lot of positions in that back line. He started the game today at centre, but comfortable in the halves, comfortable at hooker. Very talented youngster when he came through the system at Saints, wasn't he? And when Danny Craven jumps the line and goes out, he does get his head in the wrong position when he's trying to tackle Gary Wheeler, who steps off his right foot, comes back into the field of play. Yeah, that's good signs. You can see, look, comes up, puts his head in the wrong position, goes down and takes a heavy bang, doesn't he?
On the cross, please, boys.
Key man for the Vikings, Danny Craven. 2 and 2 so far.
10 metres, boys. Heads in.
Already touched down in Toulouse.
Time on.
And against Halifax, here is Gelling for the Vikings.
1.
To Wilkin.
Move. Hold. Go 1.
Olberson in there as well. Ryan Ince wrapped up.
Nowhere to go then. Sidlow and Darcy Lussick closing the winger down. And Gelling looking to try and get through the line and punch a hole in the defence, but he can't do so. Some dominant tackles here from Toronto.
The latest was Olberson on Gelling.
4. Move on, Joe. Back.
Dixon
Go
in there.
4.
And Jay Chapelhow.
40. 40.
Monstrous kick from Danny Craven. Goes in behind the play of the ball. You can see a booming pass that goes to the centre field to give that to Adam Higson, who's trying to break free from this Widnes defence.
Sad news from the Widnes touchline. Ollie Ashelbot won't be returning. Looks like ligament damage, I believe, down there. So a sad end to his afternoon.
Move. Hold. On the graph, hold.
O'Brien.
Go 2.
Latelli. Real battle. Newcastle's Kingston Park.
Go 3.
Latelli plays the ball. This is Sidlow.
Go 3.
The ball out for Latelli.
got a good offload, hasn't he, Adam Sidlow? He's causing some problems in the second half.
4.
Getting his arm free, offloading the ball, bringing his teammates onto it.
Go 4.
Andy Ackers, Wilkin, Lussick, so close in that first period.
5. Move back up,
Nice contact. And from Liam Hood just wrapping onto
Go
that
5.
ball. O'Brien under pressure. It's a booming kick away.
Jacqueline straight away looking to link up with the man who's quicker in Ryan Ince on the wing.
1. Move, hold.
Anthony Gelling again, stepping forward and trying to help out, do some work.
2.
Strong
Move
carry
back up.
from the Cook Islands international Anthony Gelling.
Go 2.
Owens got the ball away. Keenan Grant taken by Ackers. Lussick around the legs. Turn back.
4.
Ted Chapelhouse.
Nice powerful charge from Chapelhouse then.
Kick it through.
O'Brien in the right place, inevitably.
And that's how important it is to win that last play before you kick the ball. For the man who's carrying it to land on his front, and that enables the man to kick the ball to space instead of being confronted with a defender who's right in his eye line.
2. Move back. Go 2.
Gary Wheeler played the ball. Andy Ackers with some room. Been a big part of Toronto's season so far, Andy Ackers. Substitute today.
4.
Sidlow.
Move. Hold, Jay, hold. Go 4.
Wilkin. Nice ball for Wallace.
5. Move.
Hanson went hunting.
Go 5.
Ackers.
Outside.
O'Brien.
Play on.
Does a fine touch. Jack Owens stationed over there. Side tackle on him not coming in.
Pressure on the Gareth O'Brien again. There from Joe Lyons, who gets out. Tries to just get a hit on him as he's kicking that ball.
2. Move. Back up, Andy. Hold. Go 2.
Strong carries from Widnes. Gelling with the latest. Just one try between these sides.
Still 2 back.
Lulua.
Got to be aware of that late offload from the likes of Anthony Gelling.
Go 3.
Dixon made the tackle. Follows up with another one.
4. Move back, Andy. Go 4.
It was on Jay Chapelhouse. And now Sam Wyatt into Mellor's tackle.
Chasers.
Kick cross field, real pressure.
Still 5.
Comes back. Still lost one. Over the top. Oh, and Hanson can't take the pass in.
Knock on there from Harrison Hanson. Good kick. I think the first man to react to that was Joe Lyons. He was looking at what's around him. He was obviously, when he gets the ball back, he's confronted with some Toronto defenders, and Anthony Gelling gets above. Really, look at it. Spiralling kick going end over end. Joe Lyons, he's looking out, he's thinking, where's my wingman? His wingman just hasn't quite reacted. And Harrison Hanson just couldn't take that ball then. I mean, it's not a bad place to turn over the ball, is it? Close to Toronto's line.
So much pedigree. Harrison Hanson, New Zealand international, Samoan as well. 10 seasons at Wigan.
Okay.
Making his 400th career game next week against Sheffield. Harrison Hanson, the old warrior that he is.
1. Move. Photograph on. Go 1.
Adam Sidlow. Latelli.
2.
3 around him.
Move, Anthony. Hold. Go 2.
Ackers.
Back, still 2.
Got the ball back somehow to Latelli.
Oh, he gets away with that then, doesn't he? He was losing the ball and had a second go at it. Backed it backwards.
Go 3.
Toronto could continue, and Josh McCone under pressure.
Pressure again on the inside, hunting Liam Hood. They took a bit of a head knock then, bit of a bang.
Nice feet from Darcy Lussick. He's gone through the heart of this Widnes defence. He's got John Wilkin for company, and Wilkin gets it back for Andy Ackers. This could be a sensational try. Andy Ackers to the line. They've shown their class in attack there, Toronto Wolfpack. Some 60, 70 metres there. Three combined, and Andy Ackers on from the bench scores a significant try in this game, you feel, to open his championship account for 2019. 12-0 kick to come, real pedigree from Brian McDermott's side.
Well, credit Darcy Lussick, prop forward. They're not known for the footwork or the passing game when it's a 2-on-1, but he spots that Liam Hood has picked up an injury. He comes off his right foot, he goes back behind the player and accelerates through that gap. And all of a sudden, as soon as he's through, he's looking for who's around him. John Wilkin, nice and composed, waiting for Andy Ackers. One of the best nines outside of the Super League, Andy Ackers. And he turns up, scores the try. And it's a big score, a big time as well in this game for Toronto.
There is Brian McDermott, the Toronto coach. Be delighted with that contribution. Brian Noble alongside him there. He reigns trust in this Wolfpack outfit. Gareth O'Brien looking for 2 more points. Half an hour to go. 14-0 now, Toronto have the advantage.
You've got to get through some tough periods in your speed. That was outstanding, wasn't it? From the prop forward, steps off his right foot, gets behind the ruck, beats Harrison Hampton, who just can't get to him, and John Wilkin, with all the composure to hold up that pass and wait for Andy Ackers to come with him. And Gareth O'Brien kicks the 2 points, knows it's a valuable 2 points as well, knows how close this game could be.
Sweet try for the former Warrington Academy hooker, Andy Ackers, against the Vikings.
Go on.
Now Albus into Luluai.
2, move. Go 2.
Darcy Lussick again.
3.
Brilliant contribution to that try just a moment ago.
Go 3.
Now McCrone.
See straight away just trying to get hold of that ball, young Brad Walker from McCrone. And I'm sure they'll talk about the offloads, the late offloads from this Toronto side.
5, move Sam.
Adam Sidlow.
Hold. Go 5.
Scoreboard sweep for him and the fellow ex-Vikings out there right now. Joe Mellor, another with the kick.
1.
Difficult trying to find some space in this defensive line that you're up against. See Christine, some of the more experienced players now that stepping forward for them.
Wait. Go 2.
Meters hard to make in the face of tackles like that from Lussick and Dixon.
Go 3.
Well, up against the defensive side, like I said, Toronto.
Urgency from Gelly. But too urgent, really. The pass went to ground and the counter launched by
0.
Toronto and Adam Hickson there.
No advantage, first one. No, he's not taking his advantage. Shot clock on.
Liam Moore saying that
shot clock on.
the advantage has not been taken
He's
here.
not taking his advantage.
There's the first mistake from the youngster Keenan Brand. And when he gets forward here,
he's got lost the ball.
The ball stripped from Hickson, one-on-one.
Heads in, boys. Wait for me, please, Joe. Heads down.
Well, that's right, Anthony Gelly.
Okay, shot clock off.
He can come up with some big plays, can't he? He was looking to play then, he got out from dummy half, looking to bring on his teammates. And Jordan Johnson, who's on the field now, I'm sure that's because of the injury to Liam Hood.
Go on.
O'Brien's pass and Sims.
2.
Well, Liam Hood's still out there.
Back.
He's doing it tough there, the starting hooker.
Go 2.
Ackers. Sidlow.
3. Move. Hold. Go 3.
That's Wilkin. Space for O'Brien. Mellor. Is that high from Christine? Still going. Joe Mellor still going.
4. Move. Back Jordan. Hold. Go 4.
Now Wilkin. That's McCrone. O'Brien over the top. They're in again here, are they? Wheeler, has he managed to scramble the ball over the line?
I think he just gets it down. It looked like he fluffed his lines at first, but he gets it down.
Yeah, Gary Wheeler confirmed with the 4-pointer. and extends Toronto's lead, doubles his tally for the championship as well. Toronto, 2 tries in the second half now, an 18-0 advantage.
An exciting team to watch, aren't they? The danger that they've got, starting with a man who's in possession now, John Wilkin, Josh McCrone, Gareth O'Brien. There's 3 players that wouldn't look out of place in Super League. And everything seems to be at speed. It's all clinical. The passes in front. Difficult for the defenders then to come up with it, to stop that play. They're on the back foot. Gary Wheeler goes in at the corner.
Yeah, I've got it, mate. I've got the match, cheers.
Now all of a sudden, look like they just seem to be pulling away. He loses his footing as he's going to the sideline, but he gets it down okay.
You have 120's time off.
2 tries in 2 games for Gary Wheeler. He missed the trip to Rochdale, having opened the scoring against York. Tough assignment for O'Brien. Just wide of the target, but 18-0. Toronto ahead now.
Well, it gives them hope. O'Brien missing that kick. It's 3 scores they still need to come up with. And as you said before, they've only conceded 1 try in the opening 3 games. That shows how good they are defensively. What a decent job Brian McDermott has done to get the unit playing. Yeah, we all know that they can attack, but they're a defensive side as well. Toronto.
McCrone collects the restart. Sidler.
1, move, hold, go.
Tackler is Ted Chapelhow. Now Ashton Sims.
2.
These big carries just sap the energy out of defenders. You can see when they get the ball and they're running, they're attracting 2, 3, sometimes 4 players around the man who's carrying the ball. See that to winger Adam Hickson. 3 players involved. Still can't get him down.
Go 4.
Plays it eventually for Ackers. It's Mellor. 3 in there to wrap the ball up.
5. Move. Hold. Go 5.
That's O'Brien with the kick on the last. Chase is good as well.
Nice and calm at the back then. Jack Owens doesn't put himself under any pressure. He knows that there's going to be some of those white shirts just following up that kick.
Move! Hold, Andy, hold! Go 2.
This game plays it for Jordan Johnston.
3. Move! Hold, Adam, hold!
Linings.
Go 3.
Johnston.
4.
Ian and Brown.
Back!
And Widnes do against this.
Ball off.
Mistake in his half.
Shot
He looks to Keenan Brown. Jordan Johnson, the man who's come on the field in number 9 position. You can see when Brown's getting up, there's just a little wobble. And the referee says, yeah, that's enough. Turn the ball over.
Let's lock in, boys.
It's so important that you get through your sets and you get to that kick.
Okay,
and
Andy. Shot clock off.
You can't turn the ball over, especially when you're 18 points behind on the scoreboard.
Short side play from Toronto. Blake Wallace has to stay the right side of that sideline.
Go 1.
Hickson. Mellor. Olberson.
Still can't get him down.
Release 2. Battling and hold.
Ted Chapelhow doing his best. Darcy Lussick. And he's shown what an attacking threat he can be in this second half. Closing in on the hour mark. Toronto hunting more points. Andy Ackers. Nice ball. This is great hands to find Latelli, and Latelli is in the corner. Class again from Toronto. Widnes had no answer on that Toronto left-hand side. And Ricky Latelli goes in to the delight of those Canadian fans, Toronto fans, here at Kingston Park in Newcastle. The 2nd try in the championship, and class from the NRL star Ricky Latelli.
Well, they've got an outstanding left edge, haven't they? Led by that man as well. The ex-Cronulla centre and made his debut back in 2010. You can just see that combination working with Josh McCrone and Gareth O'Brien. Andy Ackers goes at the line. Get nice hands from Gareth O'Brien and Dixon as well. They know that every time that they get the hands free, the amount of numbers that they're throwing at Widnes, it's difficult to stop. And Latelli, an impressive player that he is, goes in for the latest try from Toronto.
Just focus now, boys. Concentration. That's a minute, Gareth.
Toronto turning up the heat. 3 tries in 10 minutes for the Wolfpack. Gareth O'Brien from the sideline. Superb kick from O'Brien, and Toronto now ahead by 24 points to 0.
Well, good kick from the fullback, but good hands as well. See that if you're caught out on numbers and if you're going to pull the trigger and shoot, and you've got to make sure you nail the man who's got the ball. Gelling couldn't do that, Ryan Ince couldn't do that. And then the space out wide, there's an awful lot of willing workers in the Toronto Wolfpack jersey. They've had it all their own way in this second half.
Sidler for Toronto.
Hold. Stand up. Go one. Play the ball, Adam.
Here is Latelli again, the try scorer.
2. Move.
Final winner with Cronulla 3 years ago.
Goal 2.
Also played in the World Club Challenge against Wigan.
Move back. Hold here. Hold. Goal 3.
Darcy Lussick.
4.
I think it was his run and his setup that changed the game when he broke through early on in this second half. You can see just working the Widnes forwards over and an awful lot of work in the middle.
Working back on the inside there. Crone's kick. Jack Owens.
The Vikings need to force the issue here. Anyone who's feeling fresh, you need to get on board and help your teammates out. You know that if you haven't touched the ball for a few sets, you've got to be involved, you've got to get your hands on it. If you haven't defended, you've got to do something. See, there's a lot of men in green shirts at the minute walking. That's because of all the defence that they've had to do in this second half.
Luluai.
Surrender!
By Alberson.
Stand for hold. Go 4.
Liam Hood. Jay Chapelhow.
5.
Another big hit comes in.
Women. Go 5.
Justin Sims.
Outside. Jordan, give him 10, mate. Play.
O'Brien collects on the full. Brings in Adam Higston.
1.
Big kick from Brad Walker, but Gareth O'Brien still managing to get across the field and get underneath it. You're up for a game if your half-back, Blake Wallace, is carrying the ball like a drive straight off the ruck. Yeah, they can use the footwork, but on that occasion he's just picked out a couple of defenders and run straight at them.
Latelli for Ackers. Here is Dixon.
4. Move! Back Liam. Hold. Go 4.
Now Sidler.
Big man, good meters after contact from Adam Sidlaw.
Move! Play ball. Go 5.
Ackers.
Chasers.
It was McCrone's kick.
Play on.
That was taken brilliantly actually by Jack Owens.
No, he did a decent job then, Ben, because he backed off a couple of meters so he could run forward onto the ball, so he could get extra hang time in the air. There's a penalty here. Josh McCrone holds his hands up straight away. Anthony Gelling put in a dangerous position. Both his legs were lifted off the ground.
Back behind him, Jack.
He then pulls away. You see Josh McCrone and John Wilkin both lift him up. And they both pull away, allowing the centre to go to ground in a safe manner. Look at that. Steps back, comes forward onto the ball and manages to get the ball cleanly.
Jay Chapelhow now for the Widnes Vikings. Johnston. Harrison Hansen.
2. Move! Hold! Go
Big hit from Dixon. Crossfield from Johnston. Picks out Walker. And he, Alderson, picked out his man, Lyons. No room for Johnston. Sims puts the shoulder in. Lussick first up.
Good
relentless defence from the Wolfpack.
Good marker defence, wasn't it, on that occasion? A couple of tight players here from the Vikings. It's all off the ruck. It's not really moving or challenging this Toronto side around yet.
Kick from Joe Lyons. Taken by O'Brien.
He knew exactly what was coming after that as well. When he got that, you look at his body angle when he catches that ball, he drops to the ground straight away. He doesn't look to land on his feet, and another Widnes player there pulls out of a tackle, goes straight to the ground, and it's Christine.
Just checking, mate. Just checking them, mate. Just checking, please.
And the captain, he's got a problem with his shoulder. He's just said to the referee. He took a bit of a stinger.
Tackle 2.
Any contact with his shoulder. He said to the referee, "It's not my head, it's my shoulder. There seems to be a problem with it."
Are you happy? Tackle 2. Okay then, boys, wait, please.
Try at the Lamport Stadium in that qualifiers defeat to Toronto, Christine.
Yeah. Go 2, time back up. 3. Hold it, hold. Go 3.
Trying to slow Toronto down now. And they look to shift that ball.
McCrone first up, and then Joe Mellor.
I'm sure that the coach Ken Patel would have talked about Toronto playing away out of trouble, playing early, looking to get on the outside here. Good shot from Liam Hood then on Lussick. And he was looking for that space behind the play of the ball.
On the last, it's Josh McCrone who puts boot to ball. Owens, good positioning. Catches well. Keenan Brand. Sims with the tackle. Quarter of an hour left. Widnes looking for their first points. Wild for Johnston. Jay Chapel-Howe.
Good charge, good carry.
Go 3.
There was Lyons. Owens wrapped up by Latelli.
That's how you come out of the line. If you're going to close the play down, as soon as he catches that, Owens, there's nothing on for him.
Ted Chapel-Howe taken high.
Well, gets that penalty. It's a little shift of lanes at the line.
Time off.
Just have a little look when he catches that ball. It's just a little step off his right foot, which then Adam Sidlaw has a little swing then because of the late movement. And it's the first contact on the ball, that's fine. It's where the hand it ends up after that, and it ends up around his face.
Yeah, okay, man. Is he okay? Yeah.
Adam Higson's okay.
Okay then, Jordan, what we doing, mate? Okay, time back on.
Penalty conceded by Adam Sidlow, who began his career at Widnes 12 years ago. Johnston. Space for Lyons momentarily.
The defence is quick, isn't it? Within 66 minutes, it shows how much in control they are.
Work to Wild. Wild, can he stay in the field and play?
Release!
For a moment, he can drag him over that sideline. It's now Jay Chapel-Howe. Was it number Sidlow in attendance there?
Go 4.
Johnston, Lyons.
Okay, still 4.
The best pass for Gelly. Some of the momentum comes to that Widnes attack.
Stand 5, wait! Go 5.
Last chance. Good kick from Liam Hood. Ryan back.
Move, wait here.
Good defence from Jordan Johnson, then trying to push the fullback over the line. See, there's some real intent now here from the defence and the Vikings. And again, just not to be dominated. some big shots going in, but they're riding those. The kick from Hood, decent job, but yet again that man's in decent position at the back, isn't he, Gareth O'Brien?
4, move! That would be, hold!
Ashton Sims.
Go 4.
Darcy Lussick.
5, move! Back Sam, go 5. 14.
Ball hammered forward by Joe Mellor.
1, move! Hold!
Keenan Brand taken by Sidler.
Go 1.
Ryan Ince.
2, move Josh! Hold!
A lot of these youngsters in the Widnes Viking shirt learning valuable lessons. Setting up against some players that played in the NRL for a number of years, a lot of Super League experience.
Hold Andy.
Like I said at the beginning of the game, Ben, 10 of them to come through the system and get the opportunity playing on the big stage, playing on the telly.
4,
it's a big night for some of them.
All the way, Ashton! Go 4.
Tough assignment, though. Good play from Lions.
5, move back! Go 5.
Chris Dean played the ball.
And straight away, as soon as he made contact with that ball, then he knew that he hadn't got it right. He helped Jack Owens. He was the man who was in control. He was telling the hooker, yep, give me the ball. I know exactly where it's going.
There, boys.
He signalled to Ryan Ince over on the right-hand side, but there was just too much depth on that, that play. Now Toronto get the ball back 20 metres from their line.
Move Sam! Hold! Go 0.
Let Wallace yet again just getting involved from behind the dummy half.
All the way,
Steered the team around well.
Go 1.
Warm welcome to our viewers on Sky Sports and also in Canada with Game TV and CBC. Hope you're enjoying the coverage this season. You'll be enjoying this scoreline, 24 points to 0 in favour of Toronto Wolfpack against one of their key rivals in the Betfred Championship in 2019 in the Widnes Vikings, relegated from Super League last year, of course.
Move! Hold! Hold! Go 3.
And inside the last 10 minutes, Darcy Lussick been impressive.
4, move Jordan! Hold it, Liam, hold! Go 4, stalled it.
Ackers. Ackers is slipping in there. Ackers is going to go in for another try here. Andy Ackers goes to the line. 2 tries for hooker Andy Ackers. I mentioned his former Warrington Academy. He will enjoy tonight. His second try in the championship, his second try in the game, extends Toronto's advantage. 28-0 kick to come. 2 seasons apiece with Swinton and with London Broncos. Now 2 against Widnes Vikings in Newcastle.
Well, second try in the second half. Like I said before, he's a good player, Andy Ackers. Got an awful lot of speed. He is a moving dummy half that likes to attack.
Like I said, boys,
he beats Liam Hood, man who's played well in a Vikings jersey. He just stands up Jordan Johnson, gets past Chapelhow as well. Hooker that likes to take on that defensive line. And the coach, Brian McDermott, will be happy with the way that his side have played. He knew that this was always going to be a tough game, especially with the results that Widnes had had. Beating Toulouse, beating Halifax, there were 2 contests really that they had to play for the full 80. Gareth O'Brien here with an important 2 points.
O'Brien from right in front adds 2 more points, and Toronto now lead by 30 points to 0.
Well, they get through the set to 6, and Andy Ackers knows that if he can play behind the team that's going forward, his forwards are going forward, they're landing on the front. And all of a sudden, you get out from dummy half and you will spot things, and the team's full of energy.
Lads, let discipline last few minutes.
Obviously, the tries that they've scored,
think about 8 roughly.
Scored some decent ones, whether it's the forwards who've laid the platforms, that man playing behind him. They've got some skill out wide as well.
Sheffield went top last night. Toronto sending a clear message to their championship rivals with this big scoreline against a team that many believe will be there or thereabouts come the end of the season. Only just out of the top flight, of course, Widnes Vikings. This is a massive statement from Brian McDermott's men.
3, move!
Obviously, going into the season, we knew that Toronto could score points, but it's that defensive, it's that steal in the defensive line that's been really impressive today, and I'm sure that Brian McDermott will be waxing lyrical about how they've defended and how they've turned up for each other. Even when they've been broken, they've still managed to get back and really defend and help the teammates out.
Move all the way. Hold.
Tough assignment against Lee next week. Then they go to Dewsbury. Then a trip to Toulouse.
The ball out on the full length from John Wilkin. It didn't bounce in the field of play. You can see it comes off the side of his boot. Off the field. And the ball comes back now to where he kicked it from.
Go.
Don't forget, you can see Toronto's Crash at Lee live with us in the Betfred Championship. Just check your listings.
Go on.
Next Sunday.
2. Move. Hold.
Fighting to play that ball quickly, but Ashton Sims, at first I was going to say it's good control from the Fijian prop forward, but too long on the tackle. You can see him just working him over. He's got it nice and tight, controlling the ball.
Where are we going?
And Ted Chappell, well, he's the man who gets the penalty. That hard work.
Aston, just have a think while you are in the game now.
No strangers to Derby clashes with Widnes after 3 seasons with Warrington. Ashton Sims. Harrison Hansen.
1. Move. Go line.
To Wilkins tackle.
Hold. Go on.
Johnston. Luluai. Raf Luluai. It's his strength there.
Go 2.
Johnston. So close Widnes. And Chappell Howell.
Move. Line. Hold. Go 3.
Ted Chappell Howell, who so close there. Harrison Hansen is repelled.
Well, he just keeps turning up, doesn't he? There's someone forward, Harrison Hansen.
Andrew Dixon in defence. Johnston's kick collected, and they are going to score here, the Widnes Vikings. Walker it is who gets over on the wrong end of a scoreline, but Brad Walker will enjoy that one. 1 try in 5 appearances last year. He's already on the mark in 2019.
Well, John Wilkin kicks the ball out on the full. He was just trying to run that clock down.
Okay, good job.
And Brad Walker, the man who's come on from the bench, benefits from the kick. He was in the right place at the right time. A player that can play in a number of positions. He gets the ball as Jack Owens not wasting any time to go for this.
Jack Owens has 2 more points. 30 points to 6 now in favour of the Toronto Wolfpack.
A massive potential. Brad Walker, who's captain England Academy. He benefits from this kick from Jordan Johnson. Right place, right time. Calls for it over on the right-hand side, and the youngsters linking up there. So he gets that kick away. The effort from Gareth O'Brien to try and catch that ball. And the man who caught that ball was that man.
Turn 21, a fortnight to go. Brad Walker led the England Academy against France 3 years ago.
Last 4 minutes. Think about it.
Kieran Patel, former Canada Wolverines coach, has something to celebrate against Canadian Toronto.
Move! Hold it, Darcy. Hold! Go on.
No consolation in the face of the scoreline. There were 30 points to 6. Widnes
Go 2.
in down the barrel.
Well, they'll be disappointed with this, even though they're missing Chris Ninu and Hepcale, Tom Gilmore. They come into this game, like you said before, on the back of 2 decent wins, 2 decent performances, but it's a stubborn Toronto side that they're up against, and you can see that, look, how hard they're working for each other. But Harrison Hansen does well yet again to keep his feet.
Kick over the top. O'Brien. Urgency to collect. Nala's pass.
Move!
Wallace.
Back up, Brad, all the way! Go 2!
McGrath Lulubai again been physical. You can see Josh McCrone just having a look at that defensive line. Know that it's been a tough afternoon for for the Vikings. A lot of energy been taken away from them.
Hold. Go for.
Ackers with the pass, Sidlow with the run.
Move. Hold. All the way. Go 5.
O'Brien. Moves the ball into touch. Mission accomplished for Toronto Wolfpack.
They can manage a game well, Carney. Gareth O'Brien steps up when he needs to, takes control, knows where we are in the game. Just a couple of minutes to go. Quite happy with just belting that ball off the field and walking to the scrum. Knows that the job has been completed today. They were the team that walk away with the 2 league points.
Wait for me, please, Joe.
They've had some power in the sets. They've had some discipline in the plays.
Down, shot clock off.
Difficult players in the side to try and deal with time after time, set after set. When you look at the experience in the Toronto side.
Go 1.
5 goals for Gareth O'Brien this afternoon after 18 points at the Crown Oil Arena last week.
Hold it, hold John. Go 2. Good.
Also a goal at York in the opener. Christie bundled out. More good defence from Toronto. They're enjoying this.
2 of his former teammates and Blake Wallace, Tom Alberson and Joe Mellor, holding him up, pushing him over the sideline. And you want that respect from your opponents on what you do defensively. Yeah, everyone wants the ball, everyone wants to attack. That's the easy part of the game. It's when you're defending, that's the really tough part of the game.
We've got 1 minute, boys. Discipline now for 1 minute.
Job done for Brian McDermott and Brian Noble.
Shot clock's running. Shot clock.
They knew this was the toughest assignment so far.
10 seconds.
Come through with flying colours.
Shot clock off.
And they produce another try in this last 90 seconds or so.
Hold it. Hold. Go 1.
And a big game next week for Widnes now. They've got to recover when they take on Sheffield. And themselves have started well, haven't they, this year? And Hickson has a problem here with his right knee.
Off on tackle 2. Hickson's got the ball.
Sheffield went top last night with that victory over Bradford. Toronto will replace them courtesy of the margin of the scoreline. After that, Widnes go host Featherstone and then they go to Barrow.
I got physio still on. How long have we got, David? Go. Okay, mate. Wait for me, please. Tackle 2. Go! Back on, 2.
Referee calls time back on and Toronto hunting more points. Sidlow first up.
Back! Go, 3.
Andy Ackers. Lussick thought about the offload, held on.
He's always looking behind the play, the ball is spots in that space, Lussick.
Is the last play. It's been a comprehensive win that takes Toronto Wolfpack back to the top part of the Betfred Championship. They've dispatched tough assignments in the shape of the Widnes Vikings, only relegated from Super League last year. Just 8-0 at the break. But they added 4 tries in that second period to take the ball away, take the game away from Widnes. And we can hear now from one of the victorious Toronto Wolfpack players, Ricky Latelli, is downstairs with Steve Owen.
Ricky, as I say in North America, you're 3-0. Just how pleased are you with 3 wins from 3 at the start of this season?
No, it's good. We need to get off to a good start, but we're still a bit rough through some areas that we need to work on, but we're getting there.
You were somebody who could have had a contract in the NRL, and there were several Super League clubs after you, but you decided to come to Toronto Wolfpack into this championship. What were the reasons for that?
Just an opportunity that Wolfpack given me, and for myself to set up my family, and after footy. So, but we've got a big year ahead of us, and we need to work hard to get promotion into Super League. So, yeah, it's going to be a big year.
Ricky, thanks for that, and all the best for next week.
No worries, thank you.
So, comprehensive win for Toronto Wolfpack. They lead by 5 tries to 1. And Brian McDermott will be delighted with this performance. It's laid a marker down to the rest of the Betfred Championship. They join Sheffield at the top of the table
Well, the second half was all about what they did with the ball, but this is the first mistake in the first half. John Wilkin kicks the ball, the mistake from the youngster Ryan Ince. I think this run, this really set the marker down for Toronto. Darcy lost it behind the ruck to John Wilkin, and then Andy Ackers with his first of 2 tries. Always look dangerous when they go out to this side. Gary Wheeler just getting over the line. 3 tries in a 10-minute spell just broke the hearts of the Vikings, and then this was the second try from Andy Ackers, who was impressive when he came on. Brad Walker, though, playing till the end and coming up with a try that will send them home, at least with some points on the scoreboard.
Comprehensive win then for Toronto, but let's hear now from the beaten Vikings coach, a man with Canada connections. As we said, Kieran Patil's downstairs with Steve.
Kieran Purtill, former Canada Wolverines head coach, so I suppose a bit of a bittersweet moment for you, but obviously not the result you wanted today. You just couldn't get any field position in that match.
No, obviously disappointed with the loss. We thought, the effort from our guys was fantastic. We've had a good start to the season. We've had 2 good wins, and unfortunately today, the Wolfpack were a bit more clinical than us. And I think you said there, the field position in the first half took its toll, and second half we ran out of bodies and we ran out of subs as well.
That Toronto left edge, it really is lethal. Ricky Latelli in particular is a difficult man to handle, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was very good tonight. They've got some exceptional plays, and full credit to Toronto. I think that's the best they've played this year, and that's why they're billed as the favourites for the championship.
You lost Ollie Ashelbot in that second half. How is he? Obviously, he's had a history of bad injuries. Can you tell us how he's doing at the moment?
Yeah, we lost quite a few boys tonight. We lost Danny Craven with a head knock as well. Tangata's looking like he might be gone for a couple of weeks, and Ollie went off with a bad ankle injury there. So we were really struggling at the end there. We had some guys who played 80 minutes and probably should have come off, but we had no subs to roll around. So we're going to dust ourselves off and go again next week.
Kieran, thanks for your time and all the best next week at Sheffield.
No problem. Cheers. Thank you.
So Widnes' unbeaten start is over. They're defeated by 30 points to 6, and Toronto go back on top of the championship. 5 tries to 1 in favour of Brian McDermott's men. Next up, another tough assignment. It's a Lee side they beat 3 times last year. Lee against Toronto is their next match in the Betfred Championship. You can see it live with us next Sunday, February the 24th. But from Terry, myself and all the team here, it's goodbye.
The game can be tough on skin. 48-hour protection, quarter moisturizer for comfort. From the passes, to the tackles, to the team talks. New Dove Men Plus Care Sport Active and Fresh. Powerful performance, easy on skin.
Vauxhall Crosslandettes. Less raw. Get real.
Red Bull gives you wings.
Sky Broadband has introduced a Fibre Max speed guarantee, so you can push our fastest speeds to the max. Stream your favourite shows. Share with friends and family. Set your new high score. Like, swipe, scroll, tag, tweet, repeat. And if your speeds don't live up to our guarantee in the first 30 days, we'll give you your money back. Search Sky Broadband to find out more.
This is Casper, an award-winning mattress designed with snoozy comfort in mind. Try for 100 nights risk-free at casper.com.
This one is for picking up the pieces. This one for a job well done.
With just one delicious bar a day, your break can do more for you. The smart new Benecol bars contain plant stannols to lower your cholesterol. Plant stannols in Benecol, a smart way to lower your cholesterol.
Bright Sun Travel launched a competition to discover why you love flying with British Airways. Here's one of the winning entries.
I've always dreamt of going to Los Angeles, USA on a holiday. British Airways always treats every one of their passengers like a Hollywood star.
British Airways is a perfect team to fly with. A smooth flight and a perfect touchdown.
To book your next holiday flying with British Airways, call Bright Sun Travel on 0208 819 1123. At all protected.
Sky Store. Stay in for a legendary night. Watch it straight from the cinema.
Ready, Freddie? Let's do it.
Religion, Fred. We're all legends.
Bohemian Rhapsody. Available now in Sky Store.
Friday night from Charlotte, North Carolina. 56-degree evening as NBA TV's coverage of All-Star 2019 continues in the Queen City. This is Game Time, presented by State Farm inside of Spectrum Center, where tonight we saw a show put on by Team USA and the Mountain Dew Rising Stars. 161 to 144, our final score as we welcome you here. It's a great crowd here. We got to get this all the time.
Fantastic. You hear?
Steve
I
Smith,
like this.
Dennis Scott, I'm Jared Greenberg, and the star of the night, the MVP of the Rising Stars from Team USA, Kyle Kuzma. Congratulations, Kyle.
Appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you.
Rolling tonight, huh?
Try to.
You know, the one thing I like about it, he looked at the stat sheet. He said, I got 27 shots up. But you gave yourself a chance. But what'd you say? I was at least 50%, though.
At least 50%. That's all that matters.
Kyle thought it was kind of interesting you telling Roz that you wanted to get a workout in, right?
Yeah.
Take me through that. Normally guys want to take these a couple days off.
Yeah, I mean, I can't really afford to take one off because, I mean, this is all cool, but the most important thing is, trying to make a playoff push and make sure I'm in shape, by the 21st so I can, we can start winning and get on a run. So.
Let's show everybody how you did it tonight. Take a look at the highlight tonight. As you saw tonight on TNT. Trey versus Luka. Team USA versus Team World. Who won the trade? Well, right there, Trae Young playing some defense. Blocking Josh Okogie. Kind of like Okogie on James Harden, huh? Then Trae Young from downtown.
The kid has some range, and obviously Trae Young got that before he got up. That's what you have to do when you're a little fella.
It's all about Trae versus Luka.